Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. With the watch market always going crazy and people need to spend more and more money, or at least they think they need to spend more and more money to get something truly special, I wanted to point out three watches in varying price points by, something genuinely expensive in the five figures to something, I guess anything over a certain amount is expensive to a lot of people, but in horology, price is subjective. But I wanted to show you three watches that I think offer amazing horological bang per buck and why that is. Now, of course, all these watches are from my inventory at delraywatch.com, so if you are interested in them, link in the description below. The first one here is the most special, and it is the Cartier Mystery Double tourbillon. Now, I know this watch very, very well because I used to work for Cartier, and over 10 years ago, I was working for Cartier right when this watch came out. Now, this is a very special piece. It's 46 millimeters. It's made entirely of platinum, as you can see the cabochon on the crown, the sapphire. And not only does it have a flying tourbillon, but not only does the tourbillon spin around the case, but the disc it's on spins around as well. So the disc spins once every 5 minutes, and the tourbillon spins once every 60 seconds. Of course, on a platinum deployant buckle. Now, this watch was part of the Hot Horology collection for Cartier, which was only sold in boutiques and was extremely rare. Designed by Carol Forestier-Casapi, who was the lead designer for Renaud and Papy and Audemars Piguet. She then went to Cartier and made this beautiful in-house piece right here. This piece was probably less than 100, 150 of them were ever made. And when it came out, it was $184,000. Now, how can I say that offers great value? Well, because it's not $184,000 now. It's under $75,000 for a piece with box papers, made in platinum, and made in extremely limited numbers by one of the world's best living watchmakers. And not only is it a tourbillon, but it's a mystery dial tourbillon. I mean, look, you can see my finger underneath it. That is a very, very cool complication. Now, yes, still expensive, but when people are asking, when Richard Mille is asking, $1 million for one of their tourbillons made by, an outsourced manufacturer, and here you have a mystery dial tourbillon in platinum, from a brand with true history, and not to mention one of the greatest living watchmakers on earth, you need to sit up and take a look. I love the engraved dial, the blue sword hands. There you can see the tourbillon cage flying around. Of course, the disc underneath also spins. Blue cabochon crystal, as you can see there. The screwed-in lugs, so very, very safe. And actually, the finishing is fantastic. As far as tourbillons go, you can spend a whole lot more and get a whole lot less. This is truly one of the highest end watches I've ever had the pleasure of not only trying to sell, but of handling, full stop. This Cartier Double Tourbillon Mystery Dial is truly a special piece, and for under $75,000 with an original retail price of $184,000 is something truly special, and whoever picks this up is really getting the pinnacle of watchmaking. But let's move into something slightly more attainable. Here we have a very small brand that I love. It's a Linda Vertillion Biformator Hard Black. This is a very small independent watch brand out of London, made by two friends. Both last names are Linda and Vertillion. As you can see here, it's a very, very sporty design. It's not PVD. This is ADLC, which is significantly tougher. This has, I believe, either a SOP rod or an ETA movement, and the cutouts on the case here are actually something where you can attach either an altimeter or a dive computer on it. So if you're either skiing or diving, you can use this for both, as it is 300 meters water resistant. You can attach a digital computer to track statistics. Very, very visible dial, black with very bright green indices. The lume is fantastic here. As you can see, great crown guards, solid case back, limited edition here of only 22 pieces made. As I said, it's a very, very small brand. Tang buckle. This fits very well. It has the feeling of an AP, kind of crossed with a Richard Mille. You get that same look, but from a brand that produces very few pieces a year, is actually very, very high-end, especially for the price, and you're getting something extremely unique. I'm adding one of these to my collection. I'm looking for the GMT version myself, but I think these Linda Vertillions, with their very interesting cases, they're very angular cases, they're very legible dials, are going to be extremely collectible at some point in the future, especially because they're extremely hard to find. At the time of recording this video, I've only found 3 hard blacks on the market, and under $4,000, pretty hard to say no. Next, we have probably my favorite watch of all time, and the watch that got me into watches. And this is a Breguet Classique with an enamel dial with a very interesting seconds at 530. Very great size at 40 millimeters, as I said, an enamel dial. Very clean line. This is rose gold, but a very light shade of rose gold. Here you can see the coin edged case, the soldered on lugs, which is very, very Breguet. Almost looks yellow gold, but it is rose. Originally, these retailed in the 20s, and this one is under $10,000 without any box or papers, by the company that invented the tourbillon with a hand-painted enamel dial. I love the little scalloped edge there on the second hand. You know, true handwork here. We've got Breguet style hands, hand-painted dial and signature. I love all the details on the minute tracks, the little stars and the little symbols. I don't know, a very interesting watch. However, while it is very classic, as the name suggests, classique, it is still a fantastic modern size at 40 millimeter. Automatic movement, manufacturer Blancpain movement, so also very, very high end. I don't know. This to me is the epitome of elegance, beauty, simplicity, but with a ton of craftsmanship to boot. This Breguet Classique is a watch I adore. I'm actually also looking for one, but I'm getting unlucky. I want the white gold version because I don't have a white gold watch, though I do own rose gold. So I don't know. This is the watch that I remember my brother showed me on the computer that made me interested in watches a long time ago. Classic Tang buckle. This is a Breguet buckle as well. It is solid gold. And for under $10,000, I mean, for under the price of a sub, you get a hand-painted enamel dial rose gold Breguet. That is a pretty hard thing to beat. We've got the Breguet, we've got the Cartier, and the Linda Vertillion. You can cover all your bases here for fantastic bang for the buck. If you guys are interested, delraywatch.com, link in the description below. Thank you so much.